नमस्कार ओडिशा सोसाइटी ऑफ अमेरिका हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस तरफ रु आमे पुणी आसिलु आपण मान को अपडेट करबा पई हमरो 9th सेमिनार मासे हला आमे टिके चुप थिलु थिंग्स वर डिफरेंट नाउ दैट कोरोना डिफरेंट नेम नेकरी पळे आछि आमे पुणी बैक आसिचु टू फाइट इट बैक आसंतु लेट्स प्रोसीड It's our 9th session. बहुत request आसिला the people are missing and they need their questions answered. आमे पुणी फेरी आसिचु our panel of physicians from Odisha and USA to present. Next. So this is a disclaimer we present it every time. This information is purely to help and reduce your anxiety. Questions to the best of our ability. Next slide. Now I welcome our chairman, Dr. Devashish Rai, to present the next sequence of events. Devashish Rai.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Namaskar Samastanku and welcome everybody back after a gap of 4 weeks because of Ratha Tara Bahuda and people wanted to relax. As you know, on public demand, we are going to restart once a month this medical seminar on behalf of OSA Health and Wellness Group. And thanks everybody for joining from everywhere during amidst your busy schedule and reopening of regular normal activities as per the legal system there as applicable. So as you know, Ajika topic is a very interesting topic. So I'm going to topic we combining. One is hesitancy in vaccination and the other one is resurgence of COVID. This topic I merge kariki and we'll compare between USA and India to see the similarity and the difference and what will be the take-home message. I hope everybody will enjoy this and we'll at the end we'll have questions and answers for Samastan Sangare. Every questions we're going to interact and answer. So saying this, let's move to the next slide, please, Khema. Yes, so now you know our panel of experts, all the core panels are here. Our guest speaker today is Dr. Jayant Panda, who is the HOD of Medicine, SCB Medical College and our regular patron. And I thank him very much for being a part of the team and to share his knowledge in serving our people in need. And second thing, which is Dr. Mona Lisa Rajguru. She's going to talk about women sections, COVID vaccination resistance and resurgence among women in Odisha and India. And then you will go to the US sections, Dr. Atar Sunaik and Jyotirmoy Lenka, who is going to talk about the women section in USA. And our expert for the question and answer, along with our regular panel, are Dr. Meena Som, who works for UNICEF in Odisha. And she's our member of the Odia Doctors International Association, along with Dr. Ajit Kyle. And the rest of the panel remains the same. Thanks. And we are proud to have our global ambassadors, Sabyasit and Archita, along with us every session. Next slide, please. Yes, so now I would welcome Archita Sao, as you know, our ambassador and role model, and she's a social worker, UNICEF ambassador, and to give a brief talk before we start the session. Archita, it's yours.
समस्तଙ୍କୁ नमस्कार एबे जो माने हमकु लाइव देखुचंती समस्तଙ୍କୁ या कहबको चाहिबी जे किछि दिनर गैप परे आउ थरे आपण माने जेमिति कि गत किछि सेशन रे आपण माननकु बहुत बेनिफिट हेची हमर एक्सपर्ट्स हमर डॉक्टर्स मानकर एडवाइस बहुत जन को मोटिवेट भी करिछि गोटे हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल मेंटेन करबा पई कि सो आउ किछि घंटार समय मध्ये रे हमें माने सेलिब्रेट भी करूछे हमर 75तम स्वाधीनता दिवस तेणु यही स्वाधीनता दिवस रे आमे के भाबि नथले जे एई थरक आमे गोटे एई भली परिस्थिति देखि गति करिबा तेणु जदि आमे एमतोटे परिस्थिति हम पाखु आसी सारिछि आमे व्यस्त हबा नाही हमर डॉक्टर्स हम सहित अछंती सेमाने कोनोसी स्वाधीनता संग्रामी मानक ठारु कम नै जो माने के एति बलिदान देइछंती सो तांकु सल्यूट करिबा आउ तांकु सल्यूट करी कि आज रो एई सेशन को आरंभ करिबा बिकॉज़ एबे भी जो माने हम सहित अछंती सेमाने भी तांकर extremely busy schedule, extremely busy life, bitru time bahar करके live आसिकी बहुत इजी वर्ड्स रे आपण समस्त को किछ ना किछि हेल्प कहिबे कहार किछि भी माने हेल्थ इश्यूज थिबो आज रो टॉपिक को नै कि आपण मान को बेसी अवेयर करिबे सो जमर व्यस्त हबार नाही पैनिक करिबार नाही कोविड आसीची कोविड जीवो भी तेणु आमे हमर डॉक्टर्स मानकर एक्सपर्ट्स मानको कथा मानिले हमर माने बहुत हमर रियल इंडिपेंडेंस डे आमे दिने मानि परिबा एबे जेमिति हमकु हाथ गोड़ बांधी के जेमिति मास्क आमे बांधी के रही छे तो सेही भितर आमे दिने पूरा माने बाहरी जिबा तो रियल इंडिपेंडेंस डे आमे बहुत शीघ्र सेलिब्रेट करबा सो ओवर टू यू डॉक्टर्स
Thank you, Archita, for the wonderful speech. Now, I would welcome Aparman Jantebe Adruta Children's Home in Orissa. They're doing a wonderful job. I was not aware of them, unfortunately, but recently during this COVID project, I came across them and I was very impressed and touched with the amount of work they are doing. And they have wonderful kids, around 520 kids across multiple centers in Orissa, at least 10 centers if I'm not wrong. And we have Adruta among us, and they do wonderful bhajan. So what a better way to start this program with a beautiful rendition by the Adruta Children's Home. Adruta team, please. Mute, Acha, mute. You are mute. Yes, go ahead.
समस्त को नमस्कार मु आदृत चिल्ड्रन होम रु विपिन मु वर्तमान गोटे ओडिया सुंदर ओडिया भजन टे सुनिबा पे चेष्टा करबी श्री मंदिरे जाई श्री जगन्नाथ को मागिबी कि मागिबी कि श्री मंदिरे जाई श्री जगन्नाथ को मागिबी कि मागिबी कि मो जीवन पछे नरके पड़ी थाओ मो जीवन पछे नरके पड़ी थाओ जगत उद्धार हे महाबाहु जगत उद्धार हे श्री मंदिरे जाई श्री जगन्नाथ को मागिबी कि मागिबी कि मो जीवन पछे न पाप आउ पुण्य ए जगते भरा माया मोह एठी सबूत सारा पाप आउ पुण्य ए जगते भरा माया मोह एठी सबूत सारा कि भिक्षा करिबी तांको श्री चरणे कि भिक्षा करिबी तांको श्री चरणे तांकु किया जणाओ मागिबी कि अबाओ महाबाहु जगत उद्धार हेओ तांको हाथ गढ़ा सार संसार न पारंती जेबे करी से उद्धार तांको हाथ गढ़ा सार संसार न पारंती जेबे करी से उद्धार एका बसी थांतुम रत्न सिंहासने एका बसी थांतुम रत्न सिंहासने ए जगत भासी जाओ मागी बिकी अबाओ महाबाहु जगत उद्धार हे महाबाहु जगत उद्धार हे श्री मंदिरे जाय श्री जगन्नाथ को मागिबी कि अबाओ मागिबी कि अबाओ मो जीवन पछे नरके पड़ी थाओ मो जीवन पछे नरके पड़ी थाओ जगत उद्धार हे महाबाहु जगत उद्धार हे जगत उद्धार हे जगत उद्धार हे
Thank you so much, Bipin, on behalf of Adruta Children's Home. It's a wonderful rendition. God bless you, and what better start the program. Okay, thank you, Bipin. Thank you. Let's move to the next slide, please. Okay, so just I'll give you a brief recap. अपन जानते हुए हमारे जो 4 months वाला Heal Odisha Build Odisha project चलची. Next slide. And I know we have been continuing that. Amaro ita Soribo August last week, right? And these are some of the new additions to what we had already told. This is the Puri project in action with Happiness Foundation. Every Sunday, right, we are doing in front of Puri District Hospital. Next slide. And this is the same thing. Packaging and everything is done in a hygienic COVID precautionary standard, meeting all COVID precautionary standards. Next. Bhadrak. We collaborated with Rotary Club of Bhadrak, and this is a massive grocery distribution to 550 poor and needy people who have been suffering due to COVID, as you can see here. Next slide. And this is on Friendship Day, August 1st. Sabyasachi and Archita, our proud and ambassadors, they went themselves personally distributing food in 5 different villages. Around 550 grocery packets were given, and you see the number of people and more slides. There are more slides there. So you see the people that have lined up to take the packets. And I personally thank Smile Foundation, Sabyasachi and Narsida for taking the risk and going personally and serving the poor people. Thank you. Next slide. And it Adruta Children's Home. They have more than 10 centers. We decided to help them as they are going through the same situation due to COVID. Around 528 kids. We decided to give our humble, to have a humble participation on presence felt. And this is our humble help to them. Next. So summarizing, we had 4 Amrit Dharas throughout for the last 4 months. We served food packages around 5,000 a day in multiple cities and places and villages in Orissa. We gave grocery package to COVID quarantine families, provided ambulance, donated ambulance to Titlagarh and Bhubaneswar. And we're having campaign awareness for vaccine and grocery package, plus our medical session, which is the 9th session, is a big hit and serving a lot of people by educating them. Next slide. So now I would welcome back Dr. Sangeeta Pradhan to take over. Sangeeta.
Thank you. What a nice rendition and nice prayer to Mahaprabhu Jagannath. Say prayer को continue करिकरी आज रो program आमर panelist मानन को welcome करिबा हमें. Next slide, Kim. Thank you. So आज रो आमर speakers रहिबे. एटा होचंदी coordinators and question answer coordinators जोटा आपन जानचंदी. Next slide. आमर आज रो speaker होचंदी none other than Head of the Department of Medicine, Dr. Jayant Panda from Orissa, and Dr. Monalisa Rajguru. Our USA ru rahibe Dr. Jyotirmoy Ilenka and Dr. Atusu Naik. So without much ado, I would like to invite our next speaker and start the program.
Next slide.
Dr. Jayant Panda, Head of the Department of Medicine, SCB Medical College, Cuttack. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am. Thank you, Devashish bhai. Thank you all the family of Odisha Society of America and Health and Wellness Group. I wish all of you a happy Independence Day, 75th Amrit Mahotsav or Amrit function, the 75th Independence Day of India in advance. And this is a Independence Day Eve in India. We are all in joy and ecstasy in spite of COVID, and good that you started the program, which was much demanded by people of Odisha long after on Independence Day Eve. Next slide. Amara ajiro jo topic is very interesting and very appropriate to the present context. We have two burning issues now. One is vaccine hesitancy and one is resurgence, and both are related. Jetebale ame vaccine jotheshto nohune or herd immunity development is delayed, and that results in increasing number, and again third wave coming in a big speed to threaten all of us. So it's a very relevant topic, and I'm sure we'll have many questions. Apanko prashna prepare rakhantu. Just briefly 5-6 minutes re mu apanko kichi data debi je vaccine hesitancy houchi kahinki au Odisha re resurgence ro situation kon abe. Next. Jetebale ame approach koruche, when we are talking with the people, many are telling that we are young, we don't need vaccine. Many tell that it's not safe to be taken. Many are telling the virus doesn't exist, it's a all game by the pharma people, and few tell that I have suffered a very bad disease, should I need any vaccine? So many views of the people. Next. So a situation re jetebale loko confuse hochandi, ame tam kahiba je covid ro risk ku ame benefit au vaccine naba au non naba bhitere ame compare kariba. Next. So apan mane janichandi je covid disease re, it's though majority suffer a mild disease, almost 85%, there are around 10% people require oxygen, and they have the risk of going to this severe phase, which is a critical or very dangerous phase where we have lost many people during the second wave. Ame jodi COVID vaccine naune, amaro a infection severe hei pare, ସେଥିରେ କୌଣସି ଡାଉଟ୍ ନାହିଁ, ହୁଏତ ଭ୍ୟାକ୍ସିନ 100% ପ୍ରୋଟେକ୍ସନ ଦେଇପାରୁନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଛେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଭ୍ୟାକ୍ସିନ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ମାଇଲ୍ଡ ଇନଫେକ୍ସନ ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ସେମାନେ ଭଲ ହବାର ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ବେଶୀ ଅଛି। जो माने वैक्सीन नहीं नहांती से माने माइल्ड टू मॉडरेट टू सिवियर जीवार संभावना बेसी and we have lost many of them. So it's not only a common cold or cough like symptom or it's a 10 days in home isolation, but people have risk of requiring oxygen, going to ICU, going to ventilator. Many have required ECMO and we have lost many young valuable life. Next. तो सही सिचुएशन रे हमें जदि वैक्सीन नौचे तो वैक्सीन हमको सहायता करूची एंटीबॉडी तैयारी करूची बॉडी रे vaccines are effective at protecting against the severe disease, hospitalization and death. And जदियो हमें कहूची जे वैक्सीन नेला परे फर्स्ट डोज सेकंड डोज जति जन को हला तथापि the severity is less. It's safer way to protect yourself than contracting the virus and developing an antibody naturally. And vaccination will be an important tool to help stop pandemic by development of herd immunity. तो वर्तमान जदि आपण देखिबे हमर कोन अस्त्र अछि आमे जो यूजुअल कथा कहूचे मास्क पिन्हंतु सामाजिक दूरता रखंतु आ सफा सुतरा रहंतु सैनिटाइज करंतु फोर्थ ऑप्शन आसी जाउची वैक्सीन नेक्स्ट तो सही जगह रे हमें देखिबा still why people are hesitant एठी मु गोटे जिंस कहबी when vaccine was about to be launched there is lot of rumor not only in Odisha or India all over the world regarding the vaccine के कहला निशा उठिबो के कहला स्त्री लोक माने पुरुष लोक भले आइ जिवे के कहला कुंभीर आइ जिवे lot of false belief lot of confusion on regarding vaccine and we had to motivate people when we started vaccination program in India as one of the largest drive in on 16th of January but now when already we have passed 6 months and here is a situation where second wave is about to win and we are entering a danger of third wave sethi ame kahi ki hesitancy rahuchi kena ame jetebale dekhuchu the whole spectrum willingness to accept a vaccine jetebale kote continuum re pakouchu increasing confidence in vaccine vaccinator or healthcare system upare amar around 1/3 of people they accept very naturally around 1/3 they accept but they're not sure around 1/3 they accept some delay and refuse some so ame overall jodi dekhiba 1/3 spontaneously accept kari jauchandi 1/3 tikke hesitant hochandi 1/3 wait kuruchandi अन्य मानको नबा पई तापरे सेमाने आसुचंदी so around 30 to 40% in this category बाकी जो रहुचंदी the refused with confusion and outright refused they are a small group those small group they are creating a issue discouraging others to be vaccinated so delay in acceptance or refusal of vaccine despite availability of vaccine services is there a complex and context specific varying across time place and vaccination eti gote jinso mu kahibi which was discussed and I had also quoted in my last presentation this is like a arranged marriage when we call people to take vaccine they are hesitant when they come forward vaccine is not available and when somebody takes Covishield he thinks the Covaxin would have been better and somebody takes Covaxin he thinks the Covishield would have been better so it's something comparable to the arranged marriage that the vaccination program going on in our country next so with this hesitancy I'll tell you very important factors and very important ways to talk to our people regarding the factors and overcoming them the convenience the vaccine deniers the safety concerns the politics behind the COVID-19 vaccination the low perceived risk of infection cultural and socio-economic differences in vaccine acceptance finally the free riding next so few outright statements I'm giving which is not local it's global some people encounter SS barriers related to affordability and availability of vaccines that block one's physical opportunity and decision to get vaccinated many times the vaccine is there many times it's not there though we are wanting to make it available the India is a big country we have almost 130 crore populations, and when somebody comes forward, at times it may happen that it's not available. Next. So with this, we'll go to the second factor, that the young and healthy individual believes they're not at risk, but to prove them wrong, many have died by now. Next. So if you'll see the third one, proportion of people who are not intending to be vaccinated against COVID-19 are committed vaccination opponents and often believe in the conspiracy theories. They tell many things. There is no virus, this is bacteria, there's no antibody, all projections are wrong. And they create a false confusion in the people of mind of innocent and simple who interpret it in a wrong way. Next. So the next issue comes, many people understand the need for COVID-19 vaccine, but have safety concern. बहुत जन मते पचारछन हमर आस्मा अछि मु ठंडा वैक्सीन नेला बेले एलर्जी हेतिला, I suffer from diabetes, I have a kidney problem, but these are the people that need it in priority, and we have to just tell them the safety issues, that if they are on anticoagulant, if they are on any immunosuppressants, how to go about, and jolly well we can discuss these issues with the patients who have anything in their mind. So especially regarding the development process, vaccine ro kemti theory hichi kono se bishore onek prashno karanti. Next. The important issue in many countries, as a measure to address it, including, is a heavily politicized. You know, there are different governments, they have different policies. Somebody gives it free of cost, somebody wants the private sector to give, somebody wants it to be purchased by the state. So many issues in the different countries and different states, but overall the aim is to vaccinate as many people as possible, so that we'll develop a 75 to 80% people antibody, which will be reflected in our sero surveys and will be able to achieve the herd immunity. Next. Groups that frequently encounter inequity in healthcare access: immigrants, the refugees, the racialized groups, the homeless, the low-income group, people with disabilities, marginalized population, the different communities who don't have a good access to vaccination program is a big challenge. सेमानकु दबो किए आपण जानंती विभिन्न आश्रम to आरंभ करिकरी, even beggars, even people on streets, they are to be targeted and vaccinated if we want a universal vaccination. Next. किछि लोक सेमाने free riders हुंती, they let others to get the vaccine believing that they get the beneficial effect of herd immunity without being vaccinated. They are very clever group. 75% 80% herd immunity, why not will remain in that rest 20%, will be safe, at the same time will be out of pandemic. Next. So a situation when we know two important questions are to be raised. If you come across somebody who is hesitant and not wanting to take the vaccine, ask him these two questions. You are eligible to receive your vaccine today, and it's time to receive your COVID-19 vaccination. A positive question we ask and listen to the response, and as per the response we can classify. The accept all group will tell I'm ready, that's all. Accept but unsure will be telling, okay, I guess I'll be vaccinated, but they have many issues. Accept some, delay and refuse some, they tell I'm not sure, I don't know, I'll wait for others to get their vaccine first. But those will be few people who will tell no, I'm not sure that it is right for me, and outright few people refuse it. Vaccines are dangerous, no way I'll ever be vaccinated. This is hardly 2%, and then hardly 2 to 10% come in the last two categories who try to escape. But the first three are 85 to 90%, they will and ultimately they take. So you start with a positive note, ask yourself and see your reaction and get convinced with the issues which I have already told you. Next. So with this comes how do I respond to vaccine hesitancy? I told we have three categories: the accept all, the refuse all, and hesitators. Accept all, we need not worry, they take very naturally. Hesitators, you have to spend some time, and those who have questions in their mind, I request them ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ, ଆମ panel କୁ ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମନରେ କଣ ଅଛି, କାହିଁକି ନା ଭ୍ୟାକ୍ସିନ ନବାଟା କେବଳ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ନାହିଁ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପରିବାର, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସମାଜ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ରାଜ୍ୟ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଦେଶ, overall the global protection depends on your vaccination, and those who are refusing, and we cannot dismiss them, we will not argue with them, it's not a debate, we will not explore their concerns, but we will share knowledge with permission. We'll tell them the strong recommendation, share the expert informations, how dangerous can be COVID and how safe can be a vaccine. By that, they'll be convinced, and the hesitators and people who refuse will be willing. Next. This is a solution I'm putting forth to all those who are listening. So this is a flow chart for responding to the acceptors. We ask about the contraindications and precautions. We ask if there are any questions. We share knowledge. We tell them how to take paracetamol if needed and how to go about if they have any minor reactions. And we tell them a lot on the side effects, the pain mitigations, explain the process, vaccinate and congratulate them, book appointment for the second dose, and review the post-vaccination steps. Next, for those who are reluctant, we have to spend little more time. And then regarding conversation with a vaccine hesitant patient, we have to open with a presumptive statement. I already told it's time for you to vaccinate. Can we go for vaccination today? And listen to the responses and determine where the patient is on continuum of vaccine acceptance. And if hesitant, ask an open-ended question, elicit the reflect and acknowledge concerns, affirm strengths, and provide encouragement, and elicit, share knowledge, verify. And to summarize, decide action, follow, accept, and vaccine pathway for acceptors. For hesitants, you have to give them more information and make them agree. For people who refuse vaccine, follow and we have to make them agree in due course by consistent effort. Next. So responding to the refuser, I told, do not dismiss them, not a debate, focus on concerns, share knowledge with permission, give your strong recommendation, share expert info and offer referral, inform about the risks, and leave the door open. ମୁଁ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଯଦି ଆପଣ କହିକିରି ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେବେ, ସେ ଆଜି ଭାବିବେ, କାଲି ଭାବିବେ, 5 ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିବେ, then they'll come forward that I am now ready to take vaccine. So let the information go to them and give them a chance to change their mind. Next. So this is all about approaching a person. And next, I think we have come back. Next. Yeah, the conversation considerations. This is a very important part, and I have last one slide left. The important is actively listen to the understand patients' concern, frame vaccination in a way that matters to them. आमे प्रथमे धैर्य सह तांको कथा सुनिବାକୁ पड़िबो ओ आपनको माइंड रे जदी ए जिंस अछि for those who are listening to us now, आपण निजे निजर प्रश्न को बाहर करंतु, and you take the clearance from the experts present today. Use facts sparingly, too many can confuse. So tankar doubts nei ki ame tangu convince kari pariba to respect the patient's informed decision and frame data clearly and positively. Jemti ki ame 99, we have to start with 99% safe. You will not start with 1% risk or there is a side effect. So avoid jargon, use language, and we have to be non-judgmental and non-confrontational. Jabardasti hame kaw karibani ki argue karibani. We have to tell stories which can change. The am kotha manleni dekho infection hala and he passed away. We can tell them true stories and ask them especially personal experience to take vaccine, and we have to build trust. Next. So this is a flow chart of all what we have discussed. There will be people who will be hesitating, though the percentage is not big. Au tanku ame identify kariki, we have to spend a quality time with them, and you have to read your own mind if there is some questions are coming, and you have to get it cleared and get convinced. Kinda both healthcare worker. Odisha experience ala. Initially, we had identified 3 lakh healthcare worker. Tankor vaccine asigala pore. Jehetu semane priority group thile. Many of them didn't take, but gradually we have completed 100% in that group by now. Next. Last part, resurgence. Rightly, the topic of hesitancy is connected to resurgence. Mu kahibi second wave re unexpectedly we had a very high rising number, very short duration. Say April, May, June, July. This 4 months was horrible for Odisha, India, and many countries in the world because of one issue. That's the strain Delta. We found Delta strain, which not only spread very fast, that infected people who are young and who are immunopotent and cause a lot of death. And numbers are constant for a long time, and the fall is very slow. We had almost 18 days stopped at 2000, and for last 23 days we're moving around 1000. It's not coming down very fast, and death rate almost more than 60 for more than a month. And because we have some audit going on, it's additional number, and people are scared that for almost 3-4 months we have a steady or rising death rate, and it's not coming down. And major cities, say Western Belt is normal, say Southern Belt is normal, but say Bhubaneswar, Cuttack and Puri, the cities which are visited by maximum visitors, maximum people around, they are reporting a high daily positivity rate, and then the weekly shutdown and the night curfew are rightly in position. We're unable to control the infection very comfortably in these cities, and there is a poor compliance to COVID appropriate behavior. Once we have started unlocking, there is a conditional opening, but people don't comply with that. Many functions, so say Bataghar ho ki Bahaghar ho, emti to social religious function band achi, the function re ame kohuchu nai ama 20-25 janor besi jama huantuni, kintu unofficially ame dekhuchu besi jan jama hochunti. Kaha muhare bhi mask nahi, distancing nahi ki sanitization nahi, and then they're very uncooperative, especially in a junction when the second wave has not left us and third wave is winking at the door. So we have to admit people are indifferent to repeated appeals of the authority. That's a very disappointing factor in my state and also in my country, and I'm sure this is there around, because it's 1.5 years we are with the problem. Neither the children nor the adolescents nor the elderly, nobody are have patience to continue any longer in the home. So one of my friend from Bihar told, ये लगता है कि अभी third wave बोलता है मैं नहीं आऊंगा, and people tell please come आओ आओ. The way they are on roads and on malls and on shops and on groups. So only 1/3 people vaccinated in Odisha, around 1.5 crore, I'll tell. And the second wave with the Delta strain or its third wave already started, it's a big question, because it's very difficult to know when slowly the third wave will creep in, because the number is not coming down, because borderline and the R factor is getting more than 1 in some places. So there's still a question, have we started with third wave? Still second wave has not left us and people are not cooperative, and big cities are still reporting high numbers and Delta is around. So this is the resurgence scenario, and relating to this, I'll be happy to take questions. So finally, next slide. I thank the Odisha Society of America, especially the group who are working so much for my state and my people. And I'm sure this awareness, this help will be remembered lifelong, and people will realize that we have to go with everyone to fight out the pandemic. Thank you everyone for the time, and I'll be happy to take questions at the end.
Thank you, Jayant Babu. That was a wonderful presentation. God bless you. You have impressed upon a lot of people how hesitancy and how to approach hesitancy and change it to positivity. Thank you so much. And you will be with us for the question and answer session. Sangeeta, next.
Thank you, Dr. Panda. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Monalisa Rajguru to further this presentation and go over to our next topic. Monalisa, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Debashish sir. And Jayant sir, it was a very nice presentation. I suppose everybody has so much of hesitancy, and then next time onwards they won't ask for any questions, because they definitely know that vaccination is important for their health. As sir has already covered almost all the questions and hesitancy related topics. I'm only concerned about the woman part. So because महिला मानकर स्वास्थ्य गोटे मेजर रोल प्ले करुछि हमर ओडिसा किंबा भारतर स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्र रे, तो सेमानकर स्वास्थ्यर जत्न नेबा, सेमानकु सचेतनता करबा हमर मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट वर्क, राइट? सो किंतु महिला माने ऑलवेज तांकर हेल्थ रे भल से ख्याल रखी पारंती नाही. सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. एही सेकंड वेव रे हमें देखिले कि अराउंड 15 to 40 years of age रो जो माने भी अछंती, they are the mostly affected, of which 36% होची वुमेन मानकर. तर कारण कोन? Obviously vaccine hesitancy and inappropriate behavior. Next. महिला मानकर कथा कहबा गले not only Odisha and all over the India, we can see vaccination is always less than whatever पुरुष मानक तुलना रे. तो स्पेशली इन ओडिशा पुरुष मानकर 53% vaccinated while स्त्री मानकर 47%. नेक्स्ट. वर्तमान पर्यंत प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन मानकर वैक्सीनेशन रो अप्रूवल आसी नथिला गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया किंबा ओडिशा जोठी भी देखा जो, कारण हम पाखरे सेति के सफिशिएंट डाटा नथिला. बट प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन रे कोविड इन्फेक्शन रो जो गंभीरता जो तर कॉम्प्लिकेशन रेट बढ़ी जाए से जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से वैक्सीनेशन पे जोर दे कि ताको 9 जुलाई रे हमें अप्रूव करेलु. 9 जुलाई रे ओडिसा रे हमर स्टार्ट हे गला. तथापि हमर देश रे कोविड रो प्रेगनेंसी रे तार केते इंपोर्टेंस रही छी सेटा जणा नाही. जेहेतु जो वैक्सीनेशन पे वर्तमान मध्य प्रेग्नेंट हुवंतु किंबा न हुवंतु दे आर हेजिटेंट टू टेक द वैक्सीन. कोन पई? सेमानकर प्रेगनेंसी रे बहुत शिशु को विषय रे मां माने भाबंती सेति पई. नेक्स्ट. आमे जानिबा दरकार ओवर 95% न्यूबॉर्न्स रो कोविड पॉजिटिव मानकर हेल्दी हुवंती, किंतु जदि से माने वैक्सीन न नेले ताले तांकर टाइम आगरु डेलीवरी ताकु जहा को जे प्री टर्म बर्थ किंबा छुआ जन्म हला परे जदि भी से टर्म रे पूरा टाइम रे जन्म होइतै तार छुआर काच घरे रखिबार टाइम टा बहुत रहितै किंबा से छुआर डेथ भी हे पारे. जोथि जोगु वैक्सीनेशन रो इंपोर्टेंस ड्यूरिंग प्रेगनेंसी इज मच मोर इंपोर्टेंट. नंबर 2, प्रेगनेंसी बेले जहा को कोविड इन्फेक्शन हुए सेमानकर स्वास्थ्यर तीव्रता जो खराब हबार जल्दी आसी जाए. जदि से आज सकाळे भल थांती संध्या सुधा से माने कोलैप्स करि पारंती. तो सेति जो जो माने देखा जायछि स्टडी रे वैक्सीन जो माने नियंती सेही प्रेगनेंसी स्त्री मानकर कोविड 19 इन्फेक्शन हेले मध्य सेमानक क्षेत्र रे कॉम्प्लिकेशन बहुत कम. नेक्स्ट. नेक्स्ट. जो माने हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स किंबा को भीड़ जगह रे रुहंती किंबा जो मानकर एज 35 माने एडवांस मैटरनल एज 35 किंबा अधिका किंबा जो माने बहुत मोटा अछंती जा कोनते ओबेसिटी किंबा सेमानकर डायबिटीज या उच्च रक्तचाप जहार थाए कौन कारण जो से इम्यूनो सप्रेस थांती या किडनी खराब थाए कि हार्ट रे किसी प्रॉब्लम थाए से प्रायोरिटी दिया जाए कि से प्रथमे कोविड वैक्सीन नियंतु ए भलिया पेशेंट्स आसंती देखा जाए कि से ए रोग अच्छे आम नबु कि मैडम तार आंसर है यू आर डेफिनेटली तुमको नबाकू ही पड़िबो एथि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ओडिशा तंकर न्यू फॉर्म तैयारी करिसेंती कि आपण डॉक्टर पाखु जानते से फॉर्म रे आपण को फिल करि देले आपण प्रायोरिटी बेसिस रे वैक्सीन नै परिबे नेक्स्ट वैक्सीन नेले हमें नेबु केमिति दैट इज द मोर इंपोर्टेंट थिंग सेति पे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ओडिशा एंड इंडिया हमरो साधारण जनता पे जे भली भाबे कोविन ऐप रे सुविधा करैचंती से भलिया प्रेग्नेंट वुमन माने मध्य सित रजिस्टर करि परिबे जदी जे कोन से कारण जे कोन से ट्राइबल एरिया हला किबा बहुत गां गहली एरिया रे से माने जानि नाहंती इंटरनेट विषय रे देन से माने नियर जो पाखरे थिबो स्वास्थ्य केंद्र अछि किबा अंगनबाड़ी किबा आशा वर्कर हेल्थ नहीं परिबे एवं से स्वास्थ्य केंद्र रे जाय कि आपण ऑन साइट जहा कोनती ऑन साइट वैक्सीनेशन कर परिबे नेक्स्ट बहुत क्वेश्चन आसे कि मते कोविड इन्फेक्शन हेची प्रेगनेंसी बेले हेची एबे मु गोटे वैक्सीन नेबी तो नेक्स्ट वैक्सीन डोज केबे नेबी देन तार आंसर होची जदी से वैक्सीन नै चंती आ रोग रे पड़ी चंती कोविड वैक्सीन देन नेक्स्ट वैक्सीन डोज टू बी आफ्टर 12 वीक्स और किंबा 4 रु 8 सप्ताह परे रिकवरी फ्रॉम कोविड इन्फेक्शन माने करे से कोनोसी कारण जो हॉस्पिटल रे एडमिट थिले सीरियस थिले देन दे जेते बेले आपण डिस्चार्ज हेबे तार 4 टू 8 वीक्स परे नेबे जदी से घरे आइसोलेशन रे अछंती देन 12 वीक्स इज एनफ नेक्स्ट कौन सी क्षेत्र रे जदी से मानकर कोविड वैक्सीन फर्स्ट नेला परे से मानको एनाफाइलैक्टिक किंबा सीरियस हेले किंबा एलर्जिक रिएक्शन हैला अथवा कौन सी फ्लू वैक्सीन जो जदी से मानको एलर्जी रिएक्शन हैला किंबा से वर्तमान कोविड 19 इन्फेक्शन रे पीड़ित अछंती सेही मानको वर्तमान पई कोविड वैक्सीन दिया जिवो नाही नेक्स्ट ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट रो सबुठु बड़ सफलता हला 9 जुलाई रे हबा सुधा वर्तमान पर्यंत 57,253 प्रेग्नेंट वुमन माने फर्स्ट वैक्सीन नै सालेनी दैट इज अ गुड स्टेप किंतु हमको आहुरी आगो को जिबार अछि कारण हमर टोटल एवरेज हमर प्रेग्नेंट वुमन का काउंट होची 8 लाख पाखा पाखी सो वी हैव एटार कारण होची हमर हेल्थ केयर वर्कर जते भी हॉस्पिटल स्टाफ अछनी नॉट ओनली डॉक्टर्स अंगनवाड़ी वर्कर्स इवन तंकर हाउसकीपिंग लोक मध्ये जदि से माने सचेतन हेबे कि वैक्सीन नबा जरूरी देन से माने तंकर घर लोक निजर गां लोक निज परिवार लोक को एजुकेट करि परिबे एंड देन ओनली द प्रेग्नेंट वुमन विल कम आउट घर भीतर बाहर वैक्सीनेशन पे से माने प्रोत्साहित देबे वर्तमान मध्य प्रेगनेंसी रे से माने जते बेले भी जानउचंती प्रेग्नेंट अछंती दे आर हेजिटेंट बिकॉज़ से माने तंका भीतर प्रॉपर नॉलेज नाही तो आमर काम हला जेते हमें हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स अछु से मानकर काम हला हमकु एई सचेतन एई सब न्यूज़ को प्रोपागेट करबा को पड़िबो कि इट इज सेफ फॉर योर बेबीज एट लीस्ट तो छुआ मानक पई जदी से मानको कुआ जिबा से माने निश्चय नेबे नेक्स्ट कोविड हेजिटेंसी रो बहुत गुडिया क्वेश्चन अछि स्पेशली स्त्री मानक क्षेत्र रे से माने भाबंती काले कोविड इन्फेक्शन वैक्सीन नेले हमर फर्टिलिटी इशू होबा कारण आजिकली रे जमाना रे समस्त इनफर्टिलिटी ट्रीटमेंट बहुत जण नियंती से मानकर जदी कोविड वैक्सीन इनफर्टिलिटी रे हैम्पर करबो जानंती देन डेफिनेटली दे विल हेजिटेट तो यार आंसर होची कोविड वैक्सीन इनएक्टिव हो किबा लाइव एटेन्यूएटेड हो से आपनकर फर्टिलिटी रे बिल्कुल भी हैम्पर करे नाही सो आपण सेफली वैक्सीन नहीं परि एज ऑफ डाटा अबे पर्यंत जति भी डाटा अछि आपनकर फर्टिलिटी रे कोनोसी से असुविधा कराय नाही नेक्स्ट एला आपनकर जदी वैक्सीन आपण इन्फेक्शन ही सच्ची गोटे तरफ फर्स्ट वेव रे आपण इन्फेक्शन हे गला हमर इम्यूनिटी अछि आमे नबु नाही वैक्सीनेशन आपनकर ट्रीटमेंट नुहे वैक्सीनेशन नेले आपनकर इम्यूनिटी आउरी डबल हे जिवो मतलब इट विल बूस्ट योर इम्यूनिटी दैट्स व्हाई वैक्सीनेशन जते बेले भी आपण अपॉर्चुनिटी पाउछंती कोविड वैक्सीन आर डेंजरस से माने हमरा माइक्रोचिप होई के हमर देह भीतर फिक्स हे जिवे से सब ऑल एटा सत्य कथा जेहेतु कोविड वैक्सीन रो रैपिड वर्षे भीतर आसी जाईची लोक माने भाबंती एटा भलो से इफेक्टिव भाबे काम करी नाही या पई गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बहुत लैबोरेटरी रे बहुत टेस्ट हेची आफ्टर ओनली इट इज सेफ फॉर वुमेन और जनरल पॉपुलेशन तापर ही आपको अप्रूव करा जाईची सो इट इज जदियो 100% इफेक्टिव नुहे किंतु एटा आपनकर स्वास्थ्य पई क्षतिकारक भी नुहे कोविड वैक्सीन may alter my DNA and it should not be used during vaccine menstruation एटा संपूर्ण मिथ्या कथा वर्तमान पर्यंत जेतिके भी डाटा अछि एथरे कोनोसी भी स्टडी रे आसीनी कि आपण वर्तमान मेंस्ट्रुएशन होची त वैक्सीनेशन नबा कथा नुहे एटा संपूर्ण मिथ्या कथा सबुठी इंपोर्टेंट होची जो मां मानकर डेलिवरी होची से माने वैक्सीनेशन नेबा उचित एटा दुई जनक पई स्वास्थ्य पई भलो कारण मदर एंड छुआ दि जनकर आपण बॉन्डिंग रहिबो प्लस आपणकर मां आ छुआ दि जनकू आपणकर कोविड वैक्सीन द्वारा इम्यूनिटी प्राप्त होबो कोविड एंड आजिकल जदियो पूरा प्रॉपर भलो मेजर स्टडी नाही किंतु ब्रेस्ट मिल्क रे देखा जाय जे जदि कोनोसी स्त्री लोक प्रेग्नेंसी लेबे कोविड-19 हिचंती तार ब्रेस्ट मिल्क रे एंटीबॉडीज छुआ को आसीची किंतु यार प्रॉपर डाटा हम पाखरे नाही नेक्स्ट तो मोर आपणकर मते थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी मते अपॉर्चुनिटी देले कि प्रेग्नेंट वुमन मानकर हेल्थ और वैक्सीनेशन ऊपर तांको सचेतन करिबा तो द वन एंड ओनली थिंग म कहबा को चाहबी कोविड वैक्सीन नेले आपन को केबे भी कोविड इन्फेक्शन हुए नाही दैट इज द मोर इंपोर्टेंट थिंग एंड एवरी प्रेग्नेंट वुमन जेते भी प्रेग्नेंट वुमन अछंती आपन जेबे भी जानिले वैक्सीन नहीं चंदी प्रेग्नेंट हेला परे आपनकर वैक्सीन डेट आसुची जेते बेले भी आपन सुजोग पाइले आपन वैक्सीन नियंतु एडा संपूर्ण रूपे निरापद थैंक यू
Thank you, Mona. And I just want to add here, that was a wonderful presentation. And I would also like to recognize Dr. Meena Som, who is a physician in UNICEF. And she also helped and preparing the slides along with Mona. And thank you, Meena. Thank you for the help and Mona and Meena. Sangeeta next.
Namaskar. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Meena. Sangeeta, take it from here.
Yeah. Can I go
Namaskar.
to
Nice
slide?
to meet Panda sir and Sangeeta.
Thank you. Very nice presentation, Mona. And thanks, Dr. Som, for your help with preparation of these slides. Now we'll go to the next phase, and I would like to welcome none other than our Dr. Atasu Naik. He is from Houston. He's an intervention cardiologist, and he will present the next session. Atasu bhai.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Slide, please. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. आपण मानको आज यूएसए रो जो डेटा जो इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द अनवैक्सीनेटेड वैक्सीन हेजिटेंसी ब्रेकथ्रू इन्फेक्शन आई विल गो ओवर दोज इंफॉर्मेशन in next 5 to 7 minutes and please write down your questions or doubt and please post it in the YouTube live and Facebook live and we will answer in the end. As everybody knows that we are in the new pandemic of unvaccinated person. I think all of you know the number of cases in USA. Now we have reached more than 36 million cases. And also, the number of children infected so far more than 4.3 to 4.4 million. And if you look at the statistics, in the last 14 days and before that, now we are averaging about 108,000 to 125, even 140,000 cases per day. And compared to last 14 days, the number of cases have gone up by 86%. Number of hospitalization have gone up by 85%. Even the death rate has gone up by 102%. And in July, between July 22nd to July 29, we had 72,000 new children cases, and that number increased to close to 100,000 1 week after that. You know, there is a misnomer that children manuko infection avani, that is not true. Because if you see the children 4 years younger, the hospitalization rate have been tripled in end of July. In the right side, we had a spike actually for 2020 to January 2021. We had a peak. Now we have started seeing this peak starting from July, and it is going up. Number of cases are going up, number of hospitalizations are going up, and number of deaths are going up. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about the vaccination in USA. I think you know about 50.3 to 50.7% of people have been fully vaccinated in USA. Now question is, we have vaccine for 100% of people, but only we have vaccinated up to 50.7, even less than 51%. But the good news is 65 years of age or above, the total vaccination rate that is about 81%. Now, of course, another thing we need to remember about the children less than 12 years of age, FDA or CDC have not approved the vaccine yet. Initially, it will come in September or so. Last we heard it will come before the calendar year. I don't know, maybe in November, December we are expecting. But the good news is yesterday, FDA approved the booster dose, the third dose of the vaccine for immunosuppressed people who have transplant, immunosuppressed drug nouchanti, because they don't develop the antibodies that much. The efficacy of the vaccine is about 59 to 72% in those people compared to the normal people. The efficacy we know that for the original virus is about 94 to 95%. So we have about 7 million people who are immunosuppressed, and they will be benefited from this. Next slide, please. All right. So now let's talk about a little bit about the vaccine hesitancy, never vaxxers, and highest COVID cases. As you can see, I think Dr. Panda already mentioned, initially, the first vaccine rollout in December 2020, people were not very sure. 63% of people were thinking, "Samane vaccine nebe ki nahi, kaun karibe?" That number went down to 37% in March of this year. But now in June and July, whichever report upon the AP, Kaiser or Axios, the 20 to 25% of people still, they don't want the vaccine. We call them vaccine hesitant. And the problem is, John state re, lokomane kom vaccine nahi chanti, particularly Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama. If I add Georgia, Texas, and Florida, then those states, they've got low vaccination rate and they have got maximum infection. So 50% of current US infection is in these 8 states out of 50 states. Next slide, please. Now question is, why we are in this pandemic? I think this is because of rise of these SARS-CoV-2 variants. So what is this variant? Because of the mutation of the spike protein. Spike protein basically goes and binds the cell. Because of those mutations, these variants have come up. And because of these variants, the vaccine efficacy has gone down. I think that I have another slide, I'll discuss that. The efficacy which was 95%, it is no more 95% for Pfizer vaccine. Let's talk a little bit about this variant. There are about 11 variants which are very important. This VOC is variant of concern and variant of interest. I think first variant, which came in UK, we call it alpha variant, B117 or Kent variant. That initially created a havoc. The transmissibility was 50% more than the original virus. After that, beta variant came, which is B1351 in South Africa, followed by Brazil, the gamma variant, P1. And we have also gamma variant in all over the world, but we have in US and Houston also. Now, the most important variant everybody is talking about is the Delta variant. This is B1617.2. Initially, in India, it started. It created a major problem in India. Now in the US, 83% of COVID infection because of this variant. There is also another interesting variant which is called Delta Plus. There are about 4,000 cases of Delta Plus seen so far. So that variant is 1617.2.1. The problem with this variant is that they are more transmissible. They bind to the lung receptor stronger than the original virus. Number 3, the efficacy of the vaccine and the efficacy of the monoclonal or polyclonal antibody goes down because of variants. Okay. There is some other variants we have seen, lambda, eta, zeta, and there is also a iota. And now scientists have been talking about epsilon variant, which is actually, it was initially noted in California, and most of the infection in California because of this epsilon variant. Next slide, please. So as I said, the efficacy of Pfizer vaccine for the original virus was 95%, and it was 94.5% for the Moderna virus. But now, if you look at the statistics, if somebody received both the doses, the efficacy has gone down against the symptomatic disease to 88%. But the good thing is 96% efficacy against the hospitalization. Similarly, Moderna virus, it is good, but still it is about, numbers have gone down. And there's another vaccine which we have in US, the J&J virus. If you remember, initially the efficacy was overall in USA, it was about 72%, about 85% for the severe infection. But now the efficacy has gone down to 67%. AstraZeneca, basically in UK, COVID and Covishield, already Dr. Panda talked about. So next slide, please. So there is another important thing I want to mention over here called the breakthrough infection. What do you mean by breakthrough infection? Breakthrough infection means upon neither dose of vaccine, then after 14 days, somebody gets the infection, the RNA or the antigen is positive. So this slide, when I made it, was July 26, till July 26, 2021, we had 6,500 cases. But now, till last week, we have 8,054 cases of breakthrough infection in USA. I'm just talking about the USA data. And out of that, only 17% of people are asymptomatic, and more than 75% of people are more than 65 years of age. But the bad thing is people who are getting admitted in the hospital, 20% of them will die. So 1 out of 5, like more than 1,500 people have died from breakthrough infection in USA, I'm talking about. But people who have taken the vaccine, the breakthrough infection is very low. As you can see, out of 166 million people, only 8,054 people have got breakthrough infection. And the hospitalization is low, like 0.004%. And if you have taken both the doses of vaccine, the chance that you are going to die is low. But if you are getting hospitalized from breakthrough infection, 1 out of 5 died. And right now, in USA, the number of ICU beds are full, at least in Texas, where I live here. Number of hospital, the COVID floors are full. The number of infections are going up significantly, and 97% of people are unvaccinated. So that's why we call it a pandemic of unvaccinated persons. Next slide, please. Now, then what should we do for this? So how we will stop this? Of course, vaccine hesitancy, Dr. Panda talked about. We have to talk to people. We have to convince people. We have to tell them that they have to take vaccine. That is number 1. Number 2, still, we are not out of the woods yet. We have to wear the mask. Once we go out of the house, goru baharilu, amuku mask pindibaku padibo. Second thing, the hand washing and maintaining the safe distance. As Dr. Rajguru said, we have to remember COVID vaccine does not cause COVID, and we still have to wear masks. That's the only way, and follow the CDC guideline, because only way to decrease the pandemic and prevent the infection in the vaccinated people. Thank you very much. Any question we will discuss in the end.
Thank you, Atash bhai. Sangeeta, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you, Atash bhai. That was a great presentation and a lot of information. All our speakers have been right on. Our next speaker, Dr. Jyotirmoyee Lanka. She is a Pulmonary and Critical Care Fellow at the University of Arizona, Tucson. Welcome, Jyoti.
Thank you. Namaskar, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Apan joti bi achanti. Ichha kochu samaste bhalare thibe. And yeah, let's start. I think thank you to all the great speakers. Apan mane sabu bahut interesting, important, valuable data share karshanti, and I will go ahead and start my talk now. Next slide, please. So more data is in my talk will just kind of be like a continuation from Atasu sir's data. This is focused on USA. Mostly discussing about the discussion and the differences between the COVID resurgence and the vaccine hesitancy in the US women particularly. Next slide, please. तमे फर्स्ट कथा about the COVID resurgence. Upon the numbers discuss करले, Dr. Susar करले. I just will go over the differences in the women and then find out the causes and take some learning points from here. Next slide, please. The age of graph upon देखुचंती एटा हेला from the beginning of the pandemic to now upon left ro aram karibe March April ro aram kochen 2020 ru our right je jibe till July 2021 jora latest data aschi upon man dekhi paribe ki amar gote chhotto wave heithala in the summer of last year tapare gote giant wave very high spike in cases in the winter of last year December January February jae jota kamila and then again you can see towards the end ame gote resurgence dekhuche towards the end of summer in July and August. किंतु जो difference जो मु देखिया चाहूली was between men versus women. तो इटा देखो तो इठी जो dark line टा जो हला women cases आउ जो yellow line टा हला men cases. आउ in USA our population टा भी very similar. It's 52% women and 48% men. आउ cases भी more or less same थी चलची. So they're very similar. तो इटा किसी डोरी बारा कथा नहीं. There is no difference. Nobody is more prone than the other. There are definitely some subgroups that are more prone to severe infection, and I'm going to towards the next slides. Next slide, please. Another graph, and this is more focused on the deaths from COVID-19 from the beginning to the end. So, last slide could you monitor it? Gote jo wave asthela first wave in April, March or beginning hela. That time we were not very aware how to take care of these patients. We were not aware of what COVID really was going to cause. Say time we had some higher death, even though the cases were not that high at that time. Death bhi kami gala just as the cases came down, more understanding happened. December, January, winter wave cases at that time, just because of the sheer case burden, high cases hospitals got overloaded. We were working at max capacity, 5 times our capacity. By many people, even though we wanted to give them the best care, some could not get into the hospital at time, and some did not have the information of how to take care of themselves at home. By death rate in winters. Kintu apan dekhi the third spike we talked about July and August. Apan difference notice karibe ki previous slide there was a spike, so cases body lani. Kintu there is still not such a high death spike. And we will talk about, most likely it is no brainer. Vaccination aram hila in the US from December, January in the healthcare people, and then towards the general population from March onwards. And more or less, you can see that this absence of a spike in death kind of tells you that there is a decrease in severity of cases, and there are factors that have led to it, most important being the vaccination. Next slide, please. And again, a little bit more emphasis on the data in pregnant US women. So US population, 50% women, around 30 to 40% women are in the age of reproductive age group. The cases among the 36 million cases total US in the past 1.5 years, 105,000 cases have happened in the pregnant women, and kind of very similar going towards the data of the national population. 17 to 18% cases were hospitalized. So 18,000 among the 1 lakh were hospitalized. And Tadhiru deaths documented in the past 1.5 years is 124 deaths. So again, it is just to reassure that pregnant women are, more prone or undergo more severity. Kintu, of course, we need to take our precautions, but if we do unfortunately get infected, the course is probably going to be the similar, but there will be probably some small complications during the end of pregnancy. Kintu, we just trying to reassure that COVID in general also is not that dangerous in our specifically pregnant women compared to the other population. Upon dekhi paribe, death is again very similar to national data, 0.1% of total cases and 0.6% of the hospitalized cases. Next slide, please. So now coming to the more important topic that we wanted to discuss was the vaccination among the US and mostly in the women that we're going to stress on. Next slide, please. So this is again from the CDC, which is, kind of the organization that takes care of our data and gives us, advisory in the US. So left and right, dita graph dekha jauchi. Left tahela population that has been given 1 dose at least, right tahela fully vaccinated. And again, this is trying to show the difference between the men and the women. Upon numbers, dark line is again the women, purple line, yellow is the men. So at least 1% vaccine dose has been given to 61% of the females in US and 56.6% of men. And fully vaccinated also 52% in women and 48% in men. So they're very similar, but compared to the other parts of the world, women and men are the difference nahi. I just dekhile US Odisha data, India data. Odisha, unfortunately, because of multiple social issues, women are not given as much priority for healthcare, especially vaccination. Lag karuchi compared to the men in Odisha. Kintu fortunately, the healthcare literacy is a little bit more. The balance between the two sexes is a little bit more. So just like our population, it will be equal amount of vaccination men or women, and you can even say that women are probably a little bit more vaccinated than men, more outlook towards vaccination. Next slide, please. And then I think all of us have kind of stressed on this, and this is just me trying to stress it even further. Jayan sir bhi dekhele, Mona didi bhi dekhele, Adsu sir bhi dekhele. Vaccinations by far definitely work. This graph here is kind of trying to emphasize that. This is basically plotting the deaths from the severe cases of COVID throughout from October last year to July this year. Red tahela, that is the death rate per day in unvaccinated groups, green tahela in vaccinated groups. Starting with the left to Aram Hochi graph, it is just a red line because that time there was no vaccination available. In December, January, when vaccination started developing and coming into public use, that is when the difference starts happening. It is so evident. The deaths at around the summer of this year, May, June, July, in the unvaccinated, they are dying at the rate of 4,500 deaths per day in the unvaccinated. Population is whereas in the vaccinated group, the deaths are even below less than 200 to 100 per day. And the biggest difference is gray zone is the difference between the vaccination and unvaccinated cases. And just to put into perspective some numbers, and I'm just giving maybe another profile of numbers on tabletop on the vaccinated and unvaccinated. So in the cases, 1 in 1,800 cases of COVID in the vaccinated group, whereas in the unvaccinated group the it is 1 in 130 in some states like Arizona where I am from, whereas in the East Coast and maybe in the South it is 1 in 7 cases. Of 1 in 7 persons. So therefore, there's a huge difference. Our death rate, it is even more. We all are concerned about breakthrough infections. So yes, there is a very, very slim, tiny chance. Unfortunately, no vaccine is 100%, and therefore 95%, 85% efficacy. Therefore, there is a 5 to 15% chance of getting COVID. But even then, that COVID is going to be very minor, cold-like, very, very, very low chance of, getting someone to the hospital or even death. So that is the biggest difference I notice here. Deaths from COVID and vaccinated is 1 in 35,000 people, whereas in unvaccinated is 1 in every 400. So it's a huge difference, and that should be, hopefully help everyone. Next slide, please. So this is again just trying to kind of establish a point out here. This is coming to vaccination in the pregnant group. It is very similar to the rest of the country. And just these graphs are divided upon ethnicity. A blue line to Asian group. Asian basically Indians bhi are so, Chinese bhi are so, and most of the Asian continent people. And you can see that is higher compared to the other ethnic groups in the USA, which is kind of a proud thing for us. We have more have a better outlook and more aware and cognizant of the risks and benefits of vaccinations. Next slide, please. So just like Adha showed, those numbers, 60% were hesitant for vaccine in December, and now it's down to 25%. But and so therefore there is definitely a change from hesitancy to willingness in a bulk. But it is very unfortunate that 25% people are still hesitant on vaccine, and this is going on for decades. When day 1, day 2, BCG hepatitis measles, when they're babies. But after this huge pandemic, loss of how many million of unrequired deaths, 20% people are still hesitant, and now unfortunately the third wave in the southeast part of the country. News every day we hear multiple news where patients are like, oh, we regret not being able to get the vaccine. I wish I had more sense and I'd taken the vaccine. A very unfortunate case. I wanted to bring this out so people understand. This was a patient who before intubation, say hospital ICU admitted, they were getting ready to intubate and put on a ventilator. Say doctor can I get the vaccine now? And doctor was like, no, I'm sorry, but it's too late, unfortunately. So that is, we want to avoid this. That is the kind of sole aim of this talk. We want to avoid this. Next slide, please. And this is again just a difference, this is again a young a woman about whom we read in the news in Chicago Times in early May, when this third wave was kind of just beginning. She was very young, 30, I think something, 26-year-old actually, and then she was pregnant, late pregnancy, almost 5 months in, who became very ill and actually eventually, unfortunately, died from COVID. And she was hesitant, and near her death bed, she actually regretted, and was like, I wish I had maybe listened to the scientists and doctors and take it, but unfortunately it was too late to save her that time. So this is our sole goal, to avoid this in any of our population. Next slide, please. And yeah, just like, Jayant sir also mentioned, Adsar also mentioned, everyone mentioned, how are we? So we all know, okay, this is the data that why they are hesitant. So we, I think, as persons, just being, co-human beings, I'm a doctor who can know how, I think all of us should, have a responsibility to talk to people, try to understand why they're hesitant, dissipate any misinformation that they are. So this data, hopefully will help you all. If you have your families or friends who are, hesitant, you could probably use these numbers, these graphs, these data, and help them and advise them and give them some more information that's established. And I think, the world really wants to go back to, a normal, and I think all of us do. And, I think vaccination is our key and a door to go back to a normal world, hopefully soon. Next slide, please. And yeah, just very important last slide, I think I wanted to mention that vaccinations are, yes, important to avoid COVID infection, but yes, there is a slight risk that the virus can enter and that we can probably transmit it to others, So therefore, just being vaccinated doesn't mean that we forget and forego all the other important precautions. Just like I've had a few patients who took the vaccine and the same day they went out to party. That is not how it works. Vaccines take a few weeks to build immunity, and even after that we still have a social responsibility towards others. But I think the goal and the way to go back to normal is still going to take some time, and it is going to be to keep getting vaccinated, to raise awareness about it, but still wear a mask, wash hands, and keep social distance when you can. So that's how we can avoid further cases and further morbidities. Next slide, please. Yeah, and I think, this is just, a closure for our presentation today. This is just trying to emphasize that we are all related one way or the other. The whole world is a family, and we all need to take care of each other. I mean, there are countries that are 90% vaccinated, but unfortunately, there are some other countries like in Africa where it is 2% vaccination rate. So I think, globally, we all have to make sure that we help each other out, and that is why that is how we can avoid new cases, new variants coming up, and that's how what happened, right? Delta India re vaccination nathila sethi delta wave aramb hela ethi asigala. Now we are seeing the third case here. Africa is another belt that is very 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 primed to raising a new wave. And then now we are hearing cases of Lambda, like, from Peru and Venezuela. So that is why we all have this responsibility for each other, to raise awareness, to help each other out when in need, to make our world a better and safer place for everyone to live in. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jyoti. Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
बहुत बढ़िया. So now एबे time हला हमर audience को पाई. हमर experts अछंती ओडिसा रु, US रु, सब वडु अछंती. Ebe we will proceed to our next section, jo thre ame question and answer section ko jiba. So we'll start with that now.
Thank you, Sangeeta. I got a question. I picked up a question in eti library. Pramod Babu is there. If Pramod Babu is there, I would like him to put his video on and ask the question. Pramod Babu, can you? You're on mute. Yes.
My namaskar.
Namaskar. It sharing ta bond kar diya. Khema, and then highlight Pramod. Yes. Well, first of all, welcome, new OSA executive Gyanavay.
Thank you.
You and Akshay.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Go ahead.
More got a question that I just news recently, something called RSV, which is affecting a lot of kids along with the COVID-19 Delta variant. So if somebody can give some, what is happening, what is going on with that, that will be good insight.
Excellent. Atul Subai, you want to take this question?
Yeah, I'll take it, but Vijay is the, that is his forte, but I can just mention RSV is basically it's a respiratory syncytial virus. So it can also cause infection. So basically, during the winter time, all these, influenza virus, respiratory syncytial virus, and of course, on the top of this, now we have COVID virus. So the infection or during the winter, present karthili last year, it was from October to January. During the winter time, you get all these viral infection. So, and that's but good thing is because we are wearing the mask, the incidence of influenza virus has gone down. But the respiratory syncytial virus, now it has come up. So it is going to cause some infection. So people will get confused if they get like cold, cough, and all these things. Is it from respiratory syncytial virus, or it is from influenza virus, or it is from COVID virus? So I think all these have to be tested before we say whether somebody has got COVID or not.
Right.
Yeah, many patients, I'm putting something here. Many patients have a combined infection also, like in Odisha. Now, Bhubaneswar and Cuttack are reporting very high numbers of dengue virus infection, and we are getting dengue and COVID together in many patients. Similarly, respiratory syncytial and COVID together can be fatal if it's a Delta strain along with respiratory syncytial, but is the theme, I think.
I think all three have to be tested. Nowadays in the ER, they've started testing all three before they say, what kind of infection you have. Vijay, I think you are mute, Vijay.
So how the general public should be careful not to get this kind of infections?
Vijay, you are mute.
So movie coach even the thing is number general precaution, masking, hand washing, and distancing. That is the best precaution, and we need to take it. Respiratory syncytial virus generally mostly affects neonates, infants, and bronchiolitis, bronchopneumonia, and all those things. So adult most of the symptoms are very asymptomatic. So even jodi bhi hela haba katha nue, if you take all the precautions, then jodi bhi hela, we have to get COVID tested with the doctor, and I have to take general precaution. Can I tell steroid down? India is a different thing. John Babu can tell if he has got any cases with RSV and COVID now.
Usually in pediatric setting, we are getting co-infections, influenza and respiratory syncytial virus, and as I told, dengue with COVID. The management is not very different. Only thing, when there are two infections, the chances the child will be very sick first and to be monitored very closely. So for prevention, RSV doesn't have any vaccine. So COVID vaccine is also not there for children. So only thing, this hygienic habits can protect, and maybe you can vaccinate the child against influenza just to decrease one risk factor.
Yeah, that's a good information. Thank you.
Thank you. So this next question, I think John Babu, you touched it. Why is COVID, dengue infection in Odisha high? Is there a link between dengue and COVID?
Actually, Odisha of late has become an endemic place, especially cities like Cuttack, Bhubaneswar and around has become endemic for dengue, which was in Delhi for a long time, because of the faulty gardening habits. It's by a Aedes mosquito, which gives the breeding, takes the breeding in the water collection in small pots at the garden and around the home. Actually, our mosquito control somewhat affect heichi. COVID time re mosquito control is affected, especially in Bhubaneswar and Cuttack. And Bhubaneswar, it is rampant. We have now more than 1,000 active cases of dengue, and many high-profile people are admitted with 10,000, 20,000 platelet. And Cuttack is also reporting. My ward has 600 patients now. So it's just unhygienic environment, poor mosquito control, and daytime prevention of the mosquito is also important. But I'll tell that for last 5-6 years, we are getting good numbers in the rainy season of the dengue fever here in Cuttack, Bhubaneswar.
Thank you. I got a question, Ji. Can we proceed morning walk without masking?
I think it's not advisable, because even if in the morning the virus are still in the environment, so morning walk without mask is not advisable.
Yeah, when you are going out of home, it's ideally you should take the mask. Suppose you are doing some exercise in the field and there is nobody around, at least 2 meters around, and you are doing a comfortable exercise and you are feeling dyspneic or some respiratory difficulty for some time, you can try taking out the mask. But going out of home means you have to take the mask with you, and as far as practicable, put it covering your nose, face completely tightly. And now double mask is also advocated in many parts where the infection is very high in number.
Thank you. Vijay, you have any question?
No. The thing is, yeah, mask is always a good thing for sure. The big thing is know your air quality. So if you feel like you'll be outside with a whole bunch of people where you don't know if there's more virus in the air, you definitely have to use your mask. Now, if you're kind of outside, there's nobody there, you're the only person, you can't take your mask off. But when you see people coming close to you, definitely use a mask. Yeah, I think my question was for actually Julie. She had a beautiful graph of that vaccinated and unvaccinated people dying. So is Julie there? Or? Julie's still there, right?
No, not Julie. I think you're talking about
Jyoti.
Oh, Jyoti, yeah.
No, she left. She's rounding in the ICU, so she.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I think maybe Atusha can help me. So there was that graph that was really nice, like vaccinated people dying and unvaccinated people dying. Definitely is a big difference. But the thing is, my impression was once you get vaccinated, the graph should have dropped right away instead of like coming on a slope. So, can you explain the slope?
Yeah, the problem is, because of this surgence of this Delta virus, efficacy of the vaccine has gone down. Actually, I didn't discuss there are two papers which came from Israel. Actually, last week, they are saying the efficacy is about 39%. So even after fully vaccinated, even after double dose of the Pfizer vaccine, because in Israel, they have only the Pfizer vaccine. So if the efficacy gone down to 39% or 64%, so they, so even if you are vaccinated, still you have to protect. You have to
Protect yourself, yeah. Wear a mask and do that, right?
Plus, Vijay, the other thing in the graph also, it is not a point vaccination. So January start alana, everybody didn't get vaccinated on January. So it's a gradual process over the course. The vaccination number rises, the death number slowly declines, and it follows the graph. So that's I think the graph also explains that too.
Yeah, Vijay, the real answer is that there's a difference between 1 dose vaccination and 2 dose vaccination.
2 dose, yeah.
So to be really effective, you have to have 2 dose vaccination. So the gray zone is between the first and the second dose.
Right,
so
right.
People who are vaccinated in the first dose also, and that also after the first dose, you don't get any immune effect for 2 weeks.
Right, right. Yeah. But that's a beautiful graph to explain to people, like on the difference of death and with vaccination.
I think that's a beautiful presentation she has done, and I know Dr. Meena Sound commented that one graph tells the whole gist of today's talk. That if you can show that graph to a person, that will be able to convince many people the difference. As I said, one picture is worth 1,000 words. So I think the main takeaway of today's talk is from all the speakers is just we have to vaccinate to decrease the deaths.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And I would have a question, Tala, what is the protection period after second dose?
The period meaning the vaccination, the duration?
Yeah, second dose, yeah.
Duration, I think, at least we would assume it's up to 1 year. But I know the reason why USA got the booster out is because they want to protect the high-risk people. So even though it's about 9 months, so I know the vaccination is good for at least a year for the regular people, but for the high risk, like transplant cases and all, where the immunity is weak, maybe the immune response was not good, it may be less than that 1 year. Yeah.
I have instances of doctors who are having third episode of infection. In SCB Medical College, the associate professor gynae ops admitted yesterday, this is the third episode of infection, and after 2 doses of vaccine, the antibody level, neutralizing antibody level is 0.6. That's no, cutoff value is 1. So we cannot generalize this, as Dr. Bijay already told. We'll expect vaccination for a year, which never persists because the antibody level constantly wanes. I'll tell my antibody level was 1200 6 months back, 800 3 months back, and now it is 450. We see patients daily. We are double dose vaccinated, and still the levels are waning. So only future will tell the requirement of a booster dose or the third dose. But one thing good has come in India. The ICMR has a clear data that the cocktail of vaccines has a better antibody response than a single vaccine. Previously, we were insisting on same vaccine in the second dose, but a cocktail has shown a better response. Maybe in booster, we'll have vaccines like Pfizer, Moderna for better antibody response, but booster is a must, maybe at 7 or maybe at 12 months.
Yeah, John Baba, you're perfectly correct, because the amount of antibody we make it depends on our immune system. So the stronger the robust immune system, the immune response is better. So someone who's older, weaker, who doesn't do all the right things, they won't have as good a response. It may go off quickly. The question for you would be like, how were they very sick with the second and third rounds of COVID? John Doe?
Yeah. Actually, he's not an old man. Actually, he is a young man. He's an associate professor of gynae ops, and his age will be around 46, 47 years. Not very sick. Yesterday, we gave the antibody cocktail to him because he's not oxygen requiring, and he doesn't have adequate immune response. The purpose of saying that in spite of repeated infections, in spite of vaccination, there are vaccination failures. And then certain people still show, they work in the hospital. They are exposed even subclinically, but somewhat they don't form antibody naturally or by the vaccine. Fortunately, he is stable after the antibody cocktail. Even he has become febrile and discharged today. But still, we have to follow him up for the.
We see the same thing with hepatitis B vaccination, because we do that for all our healthcare workers. So what we're seeing is even after the first 2-dose vaccination, when we check for antibodies, there's not enough antibodies. So they go through a second run and third run. So the same thing, there are some people who will not respond.
I would like to just make one point about a beautiful question that was raised about should we wear masks when we go outside. And the statement that Vijay made was that check your air quality. If you look at the latest US data, and if you look at the West Coast and Oregon, which is really a Democrat state, I should not say Democrat or whatever, Republican, they had a high vaccination rate. And by now we are seeing a very high COVID infection rate. And that is related to the amount of fire that we are seeing in Oregon. There's so much of fire burning that is affecting the air quality there. So I think that's a very important point, being the air quality is not as good in India and Orissa as in India. In USA, people in Orissa should wear masks, because you go behind a diesel truck or a diesel bus, immediately the amount of smog that will be there is going to affect your air quality. So Dr. Jayant Panda said that when you go outside the house, whether if it's for a walk also, wear your mask. Please wear your mask. That is the best precaution that we can do at this time, besides the vaccine. Thank you.
I have a really big compliment for all the speakers. Excellent presentation, Dr. Panda, Dr. Rajguru. And the last speaker was excellent with that graph. Dr. Nayak, I have a question for you. With the upsurge of this Delta variant and more so in Texas, Louisiana, and Florida, have they isolated any factor for those double vaccinated population that even if it is 1 in 35,000 death, is there a drop in antibodies? Is there a most likely the dead ones will be the most have drawn that study that might come out in next couple of months or maybe a couple of weeks, that what is the cause of those people? Because I have seen many in India, people who have double vaccinated, but again, factor is the 14 days, these people got infection and they died, at least 2 of our friends. And so that's what bothers me, that what is the factor which determines these vaccinated people? Unvaccinated, we understand. They are the one who are pulling all of us down. But the vaccinated people, we still don't understand, besides low immunity, poor quality, and all other factors. And the naysayers, Dr. Panda, you told very nicely that what you do from here, how do you go being nice and presenting nicely, not forcing anything, but they don't listen and they pull everybody down. How does a place like SCB does any kind of attempt to make it more successful?
Yeah, I think Dr. Nayak will answer first.
Okay, I will answer the first. Thank you very much for asking this question. Actually, so in this breakthrough infection, jo mane hochi, most 75% of them are more than 65 years of age.
Yes.
And people who are dying, mostly either they have some kind of immunosuppressed, or they are elderly people like diabetes, hypertension, or multiple comorbid condition. These are the people who are dying. But that statistics wise, out of 20% of people who are getting admitted in the hospital, they are dying, and most of them are because of, but young people with good no premorbid condition, the chance that they will get hospitalized is very low. But I should not say that. I have seen a couple of my friends who have got admitted, doctors I'm talking about, with pneumonia, with breakthrough infection. So it can happen to anybody, but mostly, but that is no particular, strain that which is responsible for this breakthrough infection. I don't think they've reported yet, but we know if somebody is elderly and have premorbid condition, they have to be very careful. And if they get admitted, 1 out of 5 are dying. So
yeah, as I have already described, these people are either immunocompromised or non-responders to the vaccine. We have a class of people who are immunocompromised, say people of HIV. Even if they take the vaccine, their antibody level are not satisfactory. So many people are on immunosuppressants, people with collagen vascular disorder, say lupus, people with scleroderma, progressive systemic sclerosis. Many people are on transplant and immunosuppressions. So they show a very poor response, and the few people, they are non-responders in the sense they have low antibody in spite of double dose. They become victim of breakthrough infection, though severe infection is less, but still instances are there, and then they go to the requirement of high oxygen, then intubation and succumb. To answer the second question, and the best example in Odisha is the health care worker. I told we had earmarked 3 lakhs healthcare worker got the vaccine, and we started from them. The people who the first line warriors and healthcare workers, we started from them, but the fear was so much. Everyone wanted the other person to be vaccinated, and I'll take later. And even doctors, even people who are in the helm of administration wanted wanted to take vaccine in the second or third batch, not in the first batch. So government started making a group of motivators all over the state, and then they are the people whose videos were taken, whose views after the vaccination were taken, and then first and second dose was displayed, not only in Odisha, all throughout the country it was done. And then personally, every patient, I had mentioned in many programs, we see average 100 patient a day, unlike US, because the patient load is very high here, in the OPD and the indoor together. And every patient, maybe non-COVID, maybe he is consulting for any cause, at the time of leaving the clinic, will ask, sir, should I take the COVID vaccine? They ask their doctor, and unless the doctor spends a minute to convince them, they are not convinced. I always ask, why you are not taken till date? And then we give them data that how your drugs will not affect and how benefit you will get, because here people go by the advice of the doctors. So healthcare persons, those who deliver healthcare to the people at large, even avoided the vaccine at the beginning, but gradually with other group, maybe with senior citizens, maybe with comorbidities, maybe with adolescents, they came, and after 6 months we completed the complete number of that group. So the patience works, and if we patiently tell them what are the benefits, and as discussed, we'll show solid data that people who have taken vaccines have not faced any side effect, rather they have less chance of getting severe infection, and they gradually take it up and they come. Only thing, we have to spend some time to individually convince them and wait for them to change their mind and come for the jab.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
One thing here in USA, what problem at least we are facing in Texas, the healthcare workers. Clinic where I work, we have about 500 doctors and 2,000 healthcare workers. Now what we are doing is we are giving them $50, the healthcare workers who do not want to take vaccine. We are giving them $50 to $100. If you take a vaccine, we'll give you $50 to $100. Same thing, the Methodist Hospital, which is one of the best hospitals in the country, they gave actually more than $100. Still, 117 healthcare workers did not take the vaccine. So the hospital said that you have to leave. So they sued the hospital in High Court and they lost in High Court. Now they have gone to Supreme Court. So first we have to convince the healthcare workers, these people, to first to take vaccine. If they take the vaccine, they can convince the patients and other people, so that is the problem in the USA we are facing.
The reverse thing happened in Odisha. Actually, you paid $100. Here, government gave a notice through the collector to stop the salary of the healthcare worker who are not vaccinated, who had given their name, and after the jab came, they denied vaccination. Their salary was held.
Yeah,
that may be better. Yeah.
Actually, we are the group of the converted here. We pretty much informed to this extent. How do we how we take this information to the country in general, to the Team Odia, to different sectors, different other organizations, which you know already, how we can spread this word? Because this presentation, including the presentation by Dr. Rajguru about the pregnant women, who are a group of people who are kind of resistant because of the baby, because they are very protective. So there are a lot of misinformation which still goes on. And so how do we take it to different sectors, this information? And because this is beautiful presentation, all four of them. How do we take that?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I add something? Especially in pregnant women, except gynecologists, because many of the pregnant women come from periphery. They told us that some doctors told them that you should not give the vaccine till 5 months. So this misconception has to be cleared among the doctors first, or the ASA and Anganwadi workers, because they are the main pillars to communicate before they are coming to us. So they are denying that you should not take vaccine till 5 months of pregnancy, and this is the biggest misconception till now. So that's why they are not taking the vaccine, and by the time there is the 5th month, they are infected, and that's how it gets delayed. So
Yeah.
I think
Thank you.
The,
Thank
the,
you, Mona.
the rumors, they spread first, then the science. Rumors spread first. Yesterday, a lady came. He told somebody told her that if you take the vaccine, you cannot plan pregnancy for coming 1 year. She was very scared. This menstrual cycle wala rumor spread so fast. Then many people, many questions from many quarter we have received regarding this cycle and the vaccination.
Excellent. Yeah, that's the right thing. Actually, Umabai na kon pachartile ame to we know where the point is, where the lag is, pullback, drawback is. Umabai nankara question was a different thing, a long achieving. How do you